Hey guys, welcome back to Clash with Corey. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also, if you have any questions or requests, go ahead and speak up in the comments below because I do my best to respond to all those comments. This video is all about wall wrecker Lavaloon attacks at Town Hall 10. With that, let's get into some attacks. First one we're going to look at is going to be a process video. It's got a fail and then a 3-star with a swag rage at the end, just by making a small adjustment to the kill squad. And that's going to be Lime Killer's second hit here on number 31. There we go. Alright, so he's going to bring in the wall wrecker around 6:15 down there. Come in and try and basically get in past the single target inferno and take out some of these air defenses and hopefully a sweeper as well. So he's got some funneling troops down, using his king to cut in that side of the funnel. He needs him to come in here and take out those buildings right there so that the queen definitely walks in, doesn't walk around. Now that he's got that funnel established a little bit, he's going to go ahead and send in that wall wrecker. He popped his king early, try and make sure those barbarians tank for the single. A lot of times it works, sometimes it doesn't. Now he gets an early freeze down on that single target inferno to prevent it from burning straight through that wall wrecker. And it's going to work. It's going to get that third layer wall break in there. And that rage is a little bit misplaced. I think he thought it was going to pop any second. You see, it's got a little sliver of health there, like no health almost. So that rage is a little misplaced. The Valks are going to come out. Fortunately, they're going to run through it, at least get off one blast of the rage before it dies out there. But he is able to take out most of the enemy CC with him, and the queen's going to step up and take out that baby dragon too. But if you notice, he only got 2 of those air defenses. He did not get the third one, and he did not get the sweeper. Honestly, he's got 2 hounds. So that sweeper was much more important than getting a third air defense. So either way, he's coming in at this base. He's going to have to fight a sweeper, and that's going to hurt him. Queen value, she takes out like a double cannon, that's about it. So she's not going to get anything else. And so he's got his Lalo coming in. It's a pretty decent Lalo. Unfortunately, I believe this was a fresh hit, so he misses this Tesla up here. That's going to kind of hurt his pathing later on, as this main group of loons is going to kind of start pathing up and out of the core there. They're pathing away from the wizard tower, and it's just not working out. Now they're fighting the sweepers towards the end of the raid. So, long story short, it's just going to fall short. Didn't get quite as much of the kill squad as he wanted, so he had to fight sweepers the whole way. Also, didn't know where those Teslas are. Obviously, on a fresh hit, you're never going to know where the Teslas are, and that could be a challenge, but missed that top one up there and caused some pathing problems. So let's go ahead and look at the 3-star on that base. Done by El Patron, and like I said at the start, he's going to swag a rage on this cleanup hit. Oh, wrong side of the map. Just kidding. This is a really good, really close war, by the way. If you saw the dragon video, it was pulled out of the same war. Alright, so El Patron's going to come in here, and he's going to come in from the exact same spot. He's going to copy a lot of that same stuff from the funnel that Lime Killer used. And he's going to have some changes, though. You're going to notice he's got a different troop inside of the wall wrecker, different CC troop. It's going to work out really well for him. He brought a max golem in there instead of Valks. He's using the freeze again on that. Make sure that wall wrecker gets in deep enough. So the king gets about the same amount of value as before. Then the king decides to come back in. I don't remember if that happened on the last attack or not. But anyways, the queen's going to take out that single right as that wall wrecker pops. It still got through that third wall, except now we got a max golem and a max giant that pop out of there. And they're going to hop out in front and tank the enemy CC troops, the enemy queen, and those defenses in there. And the queen's going to have tons of time to do a lot of work. And you'll also notice he did not use a rage for this kill squad at all. So sometimes a max golem's a really good option when you know you can get your queen inside there and there's no other single target infernos in range. You know, a max golem, especially if you don't want to use a rage, can be a great tanking option for your queen in there. So she's going to, aside from the value we got last time, she's going to go in there and take out that extra air defense, the extra sweeper, and an expo out of the core. And she's still going to come back and get that same double cannon. So if we look here, one of those sweepers is gone. That one's pointing that way. So obviously he's going to start the Lalo behind the sweeper. And he knows where the Teslas are too. So you see he's got first groups of loons targeting this archer tower right here and some for this Tesla as well. Man, he managed to stretch that haste quite a ways. I think they're both going to get the benefit of that. Yep, sure enough, shooting both of them forward. So he does finally manage to get some loons into that top Tesla there. It's hard. They won't target it until it pops up. So you got to kind of get him in that direction, flanked by some other loons. But he manages to pull it off really nicely. At this point, this base is already wrecked. He's got a bunch of loons up. Bunch of loons. Bringing in a back-end loon for that Tesla there. Unfortunately, it doesn't get there in time to clear that red bomb, but it doesn't matter at all. Look at that. Look at that comp down below. He's got a rage he's never going to need to use. Totally swags it. Really, the only change... Well, his Lala was completely different because he was able to get different value from the kill squad. But the major change he made was putting a max golem in there. And it was able to tank for so much longer. And that queen was able to take out a ton. Wow, she took out a sweeper, enemy queen, enemy CC, and 3 air defenses on the entry. Huge value on the entry on that one. Excellent attack from El Patron. So our next one we're going to look at is Moss Booby, attack on 33. Pretty straightforward Wrecker Lalo. He's going to send it to this compartment, try and take out the enemy queen, these 2 air defenses. And, you know, getting a sweeper is always nice as well. As we saw in the last one, if you can take out a sweeper, that's going to help your flight portion a ton. So I believe this was a fresh hit. Otherwise, he wouldn't have tried to send his queen in there, because he's going to have a Lava Hound pop out of the CC. Now, with these bases that have a bunch of these walls on the exterior, it's really difficult to funnel your troops in. And you're seeing that here because his queen is totally going to walk. But in this case, it's totally going to work in his favor. You don't want your queen in there to pop that Lava Hound. He's got oh, he doesn't have an archer in this comp. But if he had an archer, he could pull that Lava Hound all the way out to a corner hut, so that he never had to deal with it, even with minions later on in the raid. So his kill squad still gets down that compartment that we were talking about. Got down both air defenses, the sweeper, enemy queen, and his queen walked around the side and took out even more defenses without popping the hound. So it worked out really, really well for him. One of the few times that you're glad that your queen walks, you know what I mean? Normally you really want to get her funneled in there. In this case, it helped out his attack so much. Pretty straightforward Lalo. He got huge value with that small kill squad. So, you know, look how many loons he's got left. It's wild. Catches him in a heal there. Now they're going to take their sweet time getting to that expo, and that can be dangerous. But he's got so many loons, it does not matter one bit. Unfortunately, he's got 2 minions up here working on that Lava Hound, trying to pop it. So we'll see if they... Well, we'll go ahead and times 2, because this is just cleanup. He's got other minions around cleaning up this base. Not going to be an issue. So those enemy pups are going around taking out his minions. Like I said, if he had one single archer in his composition, hounds can target ground troops. So if all your troops on the board are air, except for one archer, that hound will go all the way across the map to go after that single archer. So you can put that archer in a corner that's completely out of the way of all your minions. And then once that hound kills your archer, it's still not going to target flying troops. So it stays in that corner right where you put it, out of the way of your minions. Excellent 3-star from Moss Booby. A little bit of luck there with the queen going outside, but who knows? Maybe he planned it that way. I doubt it, but maybe. All right, so next we got Mango Brain's hit on number 22. This, I could have also done a process video about this because it was hit with Lalo before, and the problem was the heroes walked, and so he didn't get as much value as he needed out of the kill squad, and I think that's why the Lalo petered out. So what Mango did is he added this bowler bounce in right here. One bowler, bounce both those storages, and instantly create a funnel on that side for his heroes to go in. So Mango's able to get his heroes to go into the base, and they get a ton more value than the previous attack on it got. And that little bowler that was used for funneling is even going to follow the kill squad into a rage and start taking out some stuff. Bit of good luck there, but very nice entry, very nice adjustment from Mango Brain on this. So he's got the rage down, he's got the poison down, taking out the enemy CC. His king's working on breaking another wall right now. And Queen's still in there with full health and an ability. She's being targeted, but she's going to be able to pop her ability to take out a couple more defenses in there. There we go. Reaches in, really hollows out that core nicely. So all he's left with is a really nice path, a nice C shape around the outside of that base. Makes it a lot easier to path those loons on a nice thin patch like that. Makes it a lot easier to path anything with a nice thin patch. You know, I talk about on my hog videos a lot shaping the base, and that's just as important with Lavaloon. She's got nothing but haste down so far. Now he gets a rage in there. Got lots of loons in there coming into that air defense. Now he's got some more coming in on the backside, targeting both those mortars and trying to get that wizard tower down quick. Wizard towers are one of the worst enemies of your balloons because they can damage, you know, however many you got. If they're coming up to a wizard tower, they can damage them all at once. So if you got some low health loons coming into a wizard tower, it can really smash through that group, especially if they don't have a haste to get them through it. But he's got plenty of hastes. He's got plenty of loons. He's able to get through this base no problem. His kill squad got great value. It left a pretty nice easy Lalo for him, and he definitely smashed it. Let me see, was that 4 attacks already? Gosh. All right, I think it was. So, you know what? That's all the attacks I got for you. I hope you guys enjoy it. I know I always enjoy it. I love, you know, I love warring with WHF. It's a ton of fun. And, you know, I'll see you guys in the next video. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I'll see you the next time.